Welcome to Chamber Chats, a weekly series by the West Monroe West Washita Chamber of Commerce highlighting our valued members. As always, find out more about the Chamber and our members online at westmonroechamber.org. And now, this week's episode of West Monroe West Washita Chamber Chats.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Chamber Chats, filmed right here at Louisiana Delta Community College. Today I have with us our friend Andrew Yarbrough. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
So Andrew, can you tell us what business you have?
So, the business we're talking about today is Yarbrough Financial Group.
One of many. So what does that consist of? What does your day-to-day consist of?
So there's the technical, and then there's what I believe.
Okay.
Right? So the technical, of course, is financial planning, retirement planning, investment selections, almost an economy role of watching everything, how everything ebb and flows, building those plans for success, whether it's your kid going to college, whatever it may end up being. You know, those are the things that we do technically. What do I believe? We take care of people for the rest of their lives. It's not your money that we take care of.
Mm-hmm.
It's your life, your wife, your husband, your children. We get to take care of you and your legacy for the rest of it. And that's what I feel like we do.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, my next question was what brings joy to you, but it's helping people, obviously.
Being a servant. I retired out of the Army. Louisiana National Guard, Army, and being able to serve there was a huge thing for me, and I get to continue that here also. I get to serve the families and fellas, unfortunately, I live with your spouse longer than you, so so I love to build those relationships. That way, if one person does pass, they know their spouse is in a good place.
Yeah, so I want to talk about the Army being way different than financials. So can you tell us how you got into financial services?
Completely by fluke.
Okay.
Yeah. So I grew up blue collar my entire life. My adorable wife said she grew up poor, and I said, baby, you grew up upper, lower class, lower middle class probably. I said, I grew up poor. And so after Afghanistan, I came home. I had a surgery that put me down, and I couldn't go back to work for a while. And I was struggling to find gainful employment, and my wife is actually the connection that got me my start as a part-time teller while I was in college.
Wow.
Yep.
Amazing.
And who would ever thought a redneck off of a cut road in Bastrop, Louisiana would be good at finance?
Yeah, I know, that's crazy. You have to be very good with numbers to be in your field.
Numbers, being good with numbers is good. Being great with people is probably more important.
That's right.
Yeah.
So how do you juggle all of it? How do you juggle business, family? I know we talk about all the time, a small business owner, you're putting in, 60 plus hours a week to make your business survive. And we've had these conversations before.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? How do you balance?
Number one, prayer. I spend a lot of time in prayer. I talk to people who are ahead of me in my career. I get advice. I talk to my elders, and then money's not my God. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't go into business to be broke.
Yeah.
But when you put perspective correctly, matter of fact, right now we're about to place a position to hire someone to help serve our clients better. I told my wife, as we grow taller, we need to continue to grow wider. And so our goals is continue to build a team to help balance that. I have a pretty extensive team as now across the nation, but we need a more intensive team inside our building to be able to continue to serve, so I have more time and freedom with my family.
Yeah, that's right. And you are not only juggling your West Monroe office, but you also have a office in Lake Charles too?
We do.
Wow. I don't know how I don't know how you drive back and forth and do that all the time.
If it wasn't a passion, I don't think I could.
I know. So what placed you guys in West Monroe, in beautiful downtown West Monroe?
Wow. So you guys remember we moved to Lake Charles, and right after moving my family there, COVID shut us down, and then Hurricane Laura. It was really, honestly, it was a God thing. And when we decided that we were going to both quit our jobs and become fully self-employed, we knew we had to come back home. And in that place of coming back home, downtown West Monroe was starting to thrive. I like the movement. I like the vibe that's going on down there. I'm an old soul, and so the nostalgia of being downtown and the memories, and it just gravitated towards me. So
I always talk about COVID, the year of 2020 being the reset year. If you didn't love what you were doing, you could move on and start doing something that you love to do.
That's right.
Or be where you want to be, you know. So we are very thankful to have you as a member of the West Monroe Chamber. What do you get out of that? Like, what is your, not to highlight us, but to highlight you?
Well, what I get out of it personally is the fact that I get to help an organization that operates, that is a voice for the business community. Because it's not just all about me, right? It's about our community. I'm going to thrive no matter where I am. I have that mentality. My mother's an immigrant. She came over here with nothing and built something. So I took that work ethic and applied it in my life. But the hardest thing I've ever done was have children, if I'm being honest, right?
Not every parent says that.
It's the most emotional roller coaster. And I can't fire my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I can fire an employee. I can't fire my kids, right? And in some cases, you can even fire a spouse.
Yeah.
But you can't fire your kids. And so if I'm being honest, being a parent's probably the hardest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding. Secondly to that is it's not, I mean, my marriage is hard, but it's a beautiful journey. So I would say being a business owner is probably the second hardest thing in my life. And if it's that difficult, and I've watched businesses open and close left and right. So without having, and I saw you said not to highlight you guys, but I'm going to. If we didn't have a chamber that's so relationship based like you guys are, there's so many more businesses that wouldn't be thriving in the West Monroe area and West Washita area. So by being able to be a member, I ensure that you guys continue to thrive, to be able to help other businesses thrive. And when you do that, our local economy thrives.
That's right.
And I benefit indirectly. So that's what I get out of it.
Yeah, and I know you talked about mentorship earlier, how you look to your elders and stuff. I believe that everyone as a small business owner should have a mentor in some sort of way. So
my son's enrolled into y'all's mentor program.
Yeah.
David Cole's mentoring him right now. I love it. David's so cool.
He is awesome. He is a really good chairman.
Yeah.
And what leads me to say this next is similar to what David says is, when he came in, he wanted it to be an open table where anyone could come and sit. And we strive to build those relationships similar to what we have with you, that it's an open door policy. What you need, like, we're going to advocate on your behalf. So, and I hope that, you and other members would do that for each other too.
Absolutely.
And build those relationships amongst each other.
The relationships I have, and you know me, I'm very personable. And oddly enough, not a lot of people know I'm really more of an introvert, but when I get in my element, I promise you, if you don't believe me, talk to my wife, she'll tell you. But when I learned how to flip the switch when I'm in my element, when I'm doing the things that I'm passionate about, and helping people and serving is one of those things. The relationships that I built, not only in Lake Charles, but in downtown West Monroe, within the chamber community, David and I didn't know each other, and we've shared so many stories about our children, not even so much business, but there's several businesses that I would have never had a relationship with, that sometimes we call each other and hey, seen you at the office at 9 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
I love you, man, or I love you, girl. Keep going, keep pushing, stay motivated. that's the kind of community I want to be a part of, and that's what you guys bring. So.
That's right. It's definitely a family.
Yeah.
So how can we support your mission? Not only us as a chamber, but the community as a whole.
If you see something you like, let me know. Let others know too. If you see something you don't like, let me know. Give me an opportunity to grow. Give me an opportunity to learn how to be better. Those are the things that I can ask for. Because if I don't know, I can't improve. And
That's right.
and if it's good and you like it, if I don't know, I may not repeat it.
That's right. That's right. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So how can we find out more information about your business?
YarbroughFinancialGroup.com.
Okay.
Or you can call me directly, 318-267-6553. We have a Facebook page. So, and we have two. One's Yarbrough Group, Yarbrough Financial Group NELA, and one's Sawala for Southwest Louisiana. So Facebook is a great place. Instagram.
Downtown West Monroe.
Coming to visit me at 310 Suite B, downtown West Monroe. I'll be at the 140th birthday party this weekend, so
Yes.
you can come see me then. You want to go grab lunch, have breakfast? I love coffee in the morning. I'm an early riser. And it doesn't have to be just about financial advising. If you just want to visit, get to know each other, or ask questions about being a dad, about life, about being a husband, I'm game.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Open door policy with you too.
That's it. I build a deep relationship with my clients, and that's the only way I can do it to take care of them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure's mine.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for watching today's episode of Chamber Chats. Stay tuned as we highlight more chamber members and board members of the chamber as well. For more information about our organization, you can check out westmonroechamber.org. Thank you.